All right, we're going to be doing some chronograph testing for the Huma Reg that we're about to throw in. This is non-regulated right now. We're going to shoot the JSB 1435s, the JSB, let's see, the 1813s, and we'll probably shoot some NSA slugs. Probably shoot the 20.2s, and probably won't shoot these 24s. So I'll probably shoot the 23s. I'm going to shoot 30 rounds of each. I'm gonna do individual strings, and I'm gonna be running that through my chronograph. I'll do the readings. I'll put those up on the screens after we get done. That way you don't have to see all the shooting and everything, and show you where our baseline was at. Hopefully this will kind of give me an idea where I want to set the regulator. It's set right now about 138 bar. Probably gonna set it to 140, 145. But I'm gonna go ahead and shoot it non-regulated and see what my standard deviation and everything looks like. And then I'll go from there. So y'all give me a minute, let me get set up, and we'll start shooting a little bit. I'm not gonna make y'all watch all of this because it's gonna be a long video if I do that. I'm probably just gonna wind up putting on the screen what our results was. We're not shooting for accuracy here. I'm shooting right into a trap, and that's just to get my chronograph readings. That's it. And once we get our reg in, we're gonna bring it back out. We're gonna shoot the same strings, and we're going to see if our strings got better. We're going to see what our standard deviation and everything is, and see how much improvement we get out of the Huma Reg. After we get done with that, then we'll start testing for accuracy and everything. That's going to be a different video, but for right now we're just going to do our chronograph readings for unregulated. So stick with me, guys. It's a bit windy today, so if we have some problems with audio, I greatly apologize for that, but we're gonna try to do the best we can with what we got. Working with a overcast and windy day. Hopefully this chronograph won't have any problems picking up our readings. We're probably gonna do our fill pressure to right at 3,000 PSI. I'm gonna have to see what I've got in my pop-off tank, my scuba tank. If not, we'll probably put about 128 or 2,800, somewhere around there, and shoot down from there. And we will be refilling between pellet changes. So give me just a second and we'll get that set up. Let's go ahead and get this first batch going here. If y'all wonder what this is right here, this is basically a shim. It tightens up this magazine. I'm doing some testing to see if that's going to help out with making sure the pellets align a little bit better with the barrel. That's just something I'm testing out. If I do like it, I'm actually gonna either paint this shim black, that way it matches, or I'll see if I can find some of the stock in black. So another thing that we're testing here. All right, got the chronograph. Let me go ahead and do a new shot list on this. That way we're fresh. Again, we're going to try to get 30 shots out of this. This probably will get more than 30 shots. So I don't know if it's going to give our proper curve or not. We're just going to have to see after we get everything done, and I'm going to try to get this graphed out. And these are factory settings with the hammer and everything as it come out of the box. So we haven't done any adjustments there. So I'm going to keep everything the same. That way everything's consistent and we have kind of a reference point to start from. Once we get the reg in, we'll start tuning it out, and we'll do hammer adjustments and stuff like that as we need to as well. So I've got this going right now. Let's go ahead and get it synced up. Make sure my first shot's gonna read.
$986.
986. Every magazine or every 5 rounds, I'm gonna write down the pressure. My start pressure was around 3,100. I'm gonna write down the pressure after the start pressure, and then I'll write down the pressure after every 5 rounds.
$984. 982. 975. 973.
'We're right about 29.50 after 5 shots. Gonna do our next 5. Sorry that I don't have my extra tripod with me. I'm just having a little tabletop and it may get shaky, guys.
979. 974. 969. 962. 961.
Yeah, that's our first 10 shots. We're gonna move on to our next 20. I'm not gonna make y'all set through all that, but just to kind of give you a reference, what we're setting at right now is right at 2,700 PSI. All right, guys, I went past 30. I went ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and finish this last 5. I'm going down to 50. I'm just trying to see how far I can go down with this initially. We're at 1,400 PSI at 45 shots. And do another 5, see where we're at.
$792.
Of course, now we're below 800 feet per second.
777. 772.
Not sure that it picked up that last shot. We're at 1,250 PSI after 50 shots. I want to run it down to 1,000. So I'm not sure how many more shots that's going to be. I will let y'all know as soon as we get done. And we're not going to do this with everything. We're just doing it with this initial JSB 1435s. And we just want to see where it's at. I just kind of want to see how many shots I'm going to get out of this. As you can see, our feet per second has drastically decreased, to be expected. We do have a decrease in our feet per second quite a bit over the entire string of this, but we're talking we are already at 50. I'll put another 10 in there just to see where we're at. So we're gonna go 51 to 55 and 56 to 60. We'll see where we're at. We're gonna see if it's below 1,000 at that point PSI. I'm just trying to see a total range of what we've got PSI wise, start to finish from where we started at, which was 3,100 PSI.
$741.
Okay. That was 5 shots, so at least we can see what the PSI drop is. We're at 1150, so it's not dropping off as much as it was, and that makes sense. Not as much pressure behind that valving and everything in there, so that hammer's probably closing a lot quicker. It's not dumping as much air probably. I'm not sure.
$711. 727. 721. 673.
Okay, that last shot, 673. And we're probably going to stop there. We are right at 1,000 PSI. And it looks like it's picking up some, looks like it picked up our shots. It just, I don't know why I didn't call them out to us, guys. That's okay. We've got our readings. We've got 60 shots on here, and we'll be able to check everything out. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and top this off, go with the 18.35. So then we're going to go to the slugs. I'm going to skip forward. We're just going to show you the, we're actually going to show you the printout readings from the chronograph, and we're going to see if we can figure out where we're going to actually start setting this regulator when we install it. I do want to go to 3,100 PSI. I did that. That's what I said before. Guys, I have a air compressor coming in this week. Looking forward to getting that. I do have a hand pump also that a Hill hand pump that I've had for a long time. Works great. But I usually top off with the scuba. I get low on the scuba and don't want to go to town to get it filled. I usually just top off with the hand pump, and then I'll eventually go get it filled. But now with the pump, I won't have to do that very often. I'll still probably go get the big tank filled because I've got like a 100 cubic, 110 cubic scuba tank. It's a big one. So I'll take it and I'll still use it to probably top off, and then just or I'll use it to actually do our main fills, and then I will top off with either the pump, or I probably won't use the hand pump. I rarely use the hand pump as it is unless I really need it. So that's where we're at on that. So let me go ahead and get these 18.35 JSVs going through here, and we're just going to do 30 of these. We are not going to go through an entire shot string. So what we're going to do is go ahead and run these 1835s through here, and then we'll run at least 2 of the different slugs through that I want to run through it, 30 rounds, and that way I can have some charted data on that before and after the reg. So just stay with me, and I'll put those numbers up on the screen for you guys. All right, we're back, and that was a long day of shooting. So had a little overcast, a little bit of wind, which didn't matter because it wasn't shiver accuracy. It was just running stuff over the chronograph. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on the screen right now our results from shooting. Wound up shooting about 65 shots total across the chronograph. It's gonna show 60. Had a few readings that didn't take on the chronograph, so I ran a couple more through. And what found unregulated, what we're pretty much probably going to see in these graphs is more of just a constant downward curve. And for pressure and everything, I did every 5 shots. So once we get the regulator installed, we're going to have a build video on that, installation video. So y'all stay tuned for that. Also, we will have a post regulator update showing what we result. And I have a post regulator update showing the results of everything. That way you can see what we're looking at before and after. So see what kind of improvements we get with the HUMA regulator. So definitely expecting some great things out of this. Once we get all that done, we're going to start working on accuracy. We're going to figure out what this gun likes with this regulator, what tune we're going to need in it, and whether it's going to be a pellet or slug gun. Not too worried about it being a slug gun. I've got a 30 cal FX Impact M3 coming in, should be here anytime now, and y'all be seeing that on the channel. Super stoked about getting that in. Been wanting to get another FX product in for quite a while, so finally got one, and it is on its way. The guys at Utah Air Guns has everything lined out. They've already went ahead and pre-tuned it, I guess, tested it and everything. So when I get it in, shouldn't have to do a whole lot to it. Put some pellets through it, see where it's at, and ordered some slugs from them and ordered some pellets from them. We're gonna put both through. I did not get the slug liner for it. We're gonna try it with the regular liner, and we'll do upgrades as we go along with that particular gun as well. So we'll see what we like. And what I like about that impact is we're gonna be able to change calibers and everything if we wanted to, change out to slug barrel if we want to. We'll just have to see where we're at. So y'all stay tuned for that. All right, guys, if you're subscribed, thank you very much. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Hit that thumbs up, and I'd certainly appreciate it. And hit that bell notification. That way you know when we're putting out new content. And as always, God bless, and I'll catch y'all on the next episode.